Hey everybody, it's Dustin Meyer, and I just wanted to take a quick minute to, talk to you guys about stuff, I guess. Some of y'all may recently have noticed that I took down my Facebook account, and the reason for that, it's not one of those things where I feel like Facebook is bad or that, I don't know really how to put it. Honestly, I think in my personal life, it just got to a point where I didn't even want to get on there anymore because I kept seeing a lot of, hate, a lot of just polarization, I guess is the right word. Just a lot of people arguing back and forth. And also, I think it's kind of become a place, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, it's, take it for what it's worth, but a lot of times I feel like people only want to show like how awesome their lives are, and at the same time, I don't want to say that I feel like we should all just get on there and just complain all the time. I think that, I don't know, I see a lot of politics on there. I see just so much arguing, so much really, so many strong opinions that, I guess the best way to put it is I feel like it's just gotten, at least for me, really, really toxic. I don't really feel that it's necessary to share every highlight of my family's moments or, my kids' achievements and stuff. I feel like for me, it's just, I don't know, if I want to share those pictures, I'll just, put them in, my iCloud and then share that with my family or just text them a photo or something like that. I don't really need Facebook to do that. I don't know, it's part of it could, I guess be a privacy issue, but for the most part, I just don't feel like it's that necessary. Which brings me to the next part. Okay, so if you get rid of your personal profile, you also lose control of your fan pages, your business pages and stuff. And for a lot of us, that's almost like absolutely not. I'm not going to give up my fan pages. However, in my experience, I don't think I've ever really booked a wedding, maybe just one, through my fan page. I had the feature where people could message me directly, but honestly, I wasn't really getting notifications when I was getting a message, so half the time I wasn't really getting back to them promptly. And I don't know, just for the most part, it was just a constant stream of blog posts and like some pictures here and there. I didn't really feel like, I just kind of felt like I was just, treading water, which is really ironic because years ago, I was teaching at WPPI a masterclass about how to use social media to promote your business. But I just feel like there's a lot of noise out there, and I feel like people have become desensitized to everything they see on Facebook. Plus, some of you may have noticed this. On top of this, if you post anything that's from a fan page, if you share something on your personal profile that's on a fan page, particularly yours, but also I've done some research and it almost looks like when it comes to links, and especially if it comes to photos that have either a watermark or text on it, I'm not really sure, but I feel like Facebook really cuts back on, how viral that post can be. Almost as if fewer people can see it, so that you have to pay to boost those posts from your fan page, which in a way is kind of, hamstringing us as business owners. And I think that's just really shady on Facebook's part. So it's not really like I'm boycotting Facebook, but at the same time, I feel like that's just, you know, a lot of us, you know, will pay to boost a post. So that's money going directly to Facebook. And if they don't feel like they're getting enough money from us, then when are they ever going to feel like they're getting enough money from us? When are we actually going to see results? Now, some of you guys may also be thinking, okay, well, what about senior portraits? What about headshots? You know, stuff like that. You know, obviously, those are going to be those are going to go viral. You know, like a high school senior is really excited about the images that you provide for them. Now, some of you guys may sell digitals, some of you may not, but either way, you know, whether it's through a blog post or something, somehow that client is going to get a hold of those photos. And, you know, in my opinion, that's awesome, because they're going to post them, you know, change them to their profile photo. They're going to post it on their timeline, maybe link back to a blog post that you did showcasing their photos. My point is this. I mean, it's the same thing with weddings too, but my point is this. In my experience, my clients are actually the ones marketing my studio for me on Facebook. And their connections, I guess, their friends, their family, you know, whether it's other, you know, high school classmates, or it's bridesmaids or family that's out of town or whatever, those are the people that you want to be marketing to anyways. So they've always said that when somebody markets to you, you're much more likely to trust them if it's somebody you know. If they're talking about, you know, if they're giving you a recommendation about whether it's some place to go eat, or, you know, some new, you know, I don't know, some new gadget that they bought, you know, like Nest thermostat, or, you know, whatever it is, or a new camera. I feel like you're more likely to trust their opinion than you are if you just saw an ad on Facebook. Now, to be honest with you, it's probably been close to a week or so, and I don't really feel like I'm missing out on a lot of business. I could see I was getting a lot of traffic from Facebook to my website, but I wasn't really getting a whole lot of conversions, especially if it was linked to an ad. You know, more often than not, I was getting direct emails or phone calls from somebody whose daughter, you know, they knew some mom whose daughter had their senior pictures taken with me, or, you know, it's a bridesmaid who was at a wedding that I shot, or, you know, someone they knew that got married and they saw my photos. It's always more of like that personal connection rather than me trying to market to them directly. And so that's always been there, you know, that referral base, I guess, that digital referral base from one person to another. For me, that's always been there. And I think for a lot of you guys, it's the same thing. You know, even if it's just headshots that you do, if you do a really great headshot for a real estate agent and their colleagues see it, then their colleagues are going to call you up. And that's much more effective than trying to boost a post on Facebook, or even just posting, you know, some portfolio images on your fan page. Because either way, I feel like Facebook is actually trying to hamper what we post on our fan pages, so we end up, because they want us to spend more money by boosting posts. And I just feel like that's wrong. You know, I mean, yeah, Facebook's a business and it's a free service for personal accounts and stuff, so they got to generate revenue somehow. But it was a big, I guess the point that I'm trying to get at is, one, it was a large amount of my time trying to manage my fan pages, and if I couldn't make the time to do it, then my fan pages would kind of become like a ghost town, and then people would start to wonder, well, is he even getting any work at all? But aside from that too, just when I would log in on my personal account, I would just see so many people arguing with each other and you know, forcing their opinion on other people, talking about controversial issues and stuff. And honestly, I barely even watch the news. I mean, for the most part, you know, I get highlights through, you know, a news app on my phone, but that's all I really need to know what's going on in the world. I don't need, it's not necessary for me to find out the news from somebody else's opinionated, you know, through their opinion rather than from a unbiased source. Anyways, I'm rambling. Sorry, I tend to do that. So if you're wondering why I'm not on Facebook anymore, I mean, it may only be temporary, I don't know, but that's why. I guess I wanted to let you guys know so you didn't think that I just fell off the face of the planet. I've actually had a few people, including my mom, message me and was like, is everything okay? Is something going on? And to me, that kind of made me feel like I made the right choice, because if people put so much importance on Facebook, I feel like that means there's less importance on face-to-face or phone calls or text messaging and stuff like that. So anyways, I feel like I've made a good decision. I feel like I said, it could only be temporary. Who knows? I may decide I'll go back to it, or I may just decide to never go back. But anyways, I guess I just wanted to get it off my chest and also kind of let you guys know what's going on. I'm still pretty active on Twitter, and still, posting stuff on Instagram and stuff. But I mean, when it comes to talking to you guys, this is where it really happens, talking, making videos on YouTube, reading your comments, replying to them, all those sorts of things, because I really enjoy making stuff for you. But at the same time, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm just a salesperson, or that I'm just, just a face to a name and not an actual human being. So I just felt like I'd share that with you guys. So anyways, I've got some, I'll just get through this part real quick. I do have some workshops coming up. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to post the stuff in the description column below. But anyways, if you like this video, please hit the like button. It always helps. It helps grow the channel. If you're watching this for the first time, you've never been to the channel, if you're a visitor, please hit the subscribe button. We've got an amazing group of people in this community, and I'd really think you would enjoy being a part of it. If you want to get notifications when new videos come out, ring that little bell next to the subscribe button. But other than that, thank you guys for letting me ramble. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.